All right, yeah. So this is perfect. We got a little bit of a pre-workout. I'm showing you a little bit of the pre-workout. And if you know anything about Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles, gotta eat them quick. But I actually like my cereal soggy, so I'm not really too concerned about that. Anyway, as you saw, it was about what 102 grams of cereal, and that comes out to be. I haven't calculated the carbs yet, but there's about 31 carbs per serving, and I did a little more than 2 servings. So we're looking close, almost 100 carbs, but not necessarily that much yet. And with this milk, I am going to drink the milk, skim milk, no fat. Skim milk has less calories than you think, but carbs and protein right there. Going to put me over that 100 mark, I think. So, there's 288-ish or something, about, if I remember correctly, grams of milk, or milliliters, same thing. And I'm going to devour this. This will digest very quickly. And I just wanted to show you a little bit of, maybe how am I carbing up. So I've already had, 141 grams of carbs today, I believe, is what I got. I had a thing of chocolate milk. What did I have for lunch? I had a sandwich. So I had like a turkey, chicken, cheese sandwich with some pickle and whatever. And then I had some grapes. So we're going to get this going here. We got the diabolical chest and arm day coming my way. I'm going to carb up a little bit more with this. This will digest really quickly. I go for the rice-based cereal. I'm sure I've said this before. And it's not like this is pure rice. I understand that there's processed sugar put in this to make it taste better. It's chocolate, for fuck's sake. But that's with everything, man, and that's only going to help. Okay, like the quick. I'm not saying processed sugar is healthy for you, but I'm about to exert a ton of energy. Okay, I'm going to lift as hard as I can, get a nasty pump, and then I'm going to do some cardio after too. So I do not think that the sugar I'm about to consume is going to go to any fat storages. Now, this is not something I would necessarily want to have right before bed. If I had to get carbs in, better than nothing. But when you eat a lot of sugar, processed sugar in specific, not like fruit, but candy, this has a tendency to be stored as fat when you don't use it right away or at all. If you just don't exercise. So maybe I'll show you some pre. Not much to. I'll just show you this. I'm not gonna show you putting it in here, but I got 500 milliliters of water. That should be plenty. I'm already been hydrating all day. I start my day with electrolytes and like 20 ounces of water. Chug that shit. I got my raw essential non-stim, so it's not even that late in the day because I am going to combine it. This has literally half a scoop left, so this is probably 100 grams or 100 milligrams of caffeine. This is basically the same thing as this, but with caffeine. So it's just the essential. I have one that has a lot more shit, the orange soda fucked up, but uh, you know, I don't need that much caffeine for this lift. So, and then I'm gonna put my creatine in there. I'm gonna eat this up, and I'll see you when we get there, baby. Oh, this might be no 315. 135 is heavy, or 135 was light. 185, pretty heavy. Haven't done this in a while, so let's just give it a shot. I feel pretty confident. Trying to keep my back flat. Oh, whoa. That felt so interesting. I don't know where that like strength came from, but I'm proud of it. All right. That was a good set, but this is one of the benefits of actually recording myself. Fucking look back at that and shit looked wobbly. Like, I mean, it was back and forth all over the place. And I know you just want it to be straight. I mean, it still felt good and it was still a good set, right? But definitely could be better. So same weight, 185. And I'm going to go for, I'd be lucky to get 5 reps. I'm going to go strict form. Really want to hit the chest here. So, I mean, this is what I think it's about. I mean, you can ego lift, but I could put 225 on and get 2. And same form, but that's just not what I'm going for. And that's not necessarily safe, I feel like. So lighter weight compared to 225. It's the same weight as the first clip, but more control. And I just want to target that, overall pec, but definitely the upper pec more. This is incline, so I got a good song going, Isolation. Highly recommend. And, it's good to never compare yourself to others, but it's cool to see some of your buddies incline 275 for reps. Fuck, I can't even do 225 for as many reps as he did. Just some motivation. I mean, short kings always got the advantage in that court, but I'm not even that tall, so solid 5'11", 6 foot. I will claim the 6 footer. Enough yapping. Let's get to work here. Okay. Oh. I knew I wasn't getting that last one, but the benefit of failing that, definitely worth it in my eyes. So this movement is feeling particularly good today. So I do not mind spending some extra fatigue burning out here with a lighter weight. So, and then I got a particular machine in mind for next movement. I am focusing on pressing. I do want to get better at pressing movements overall, but we'll still do a fly. So let's do this. Okay. Oh. Oh. Fucking diabolical. All right, more of a light squeezing press. And I got a 25 and a plate on, so not too heavy.
Oh, okay. Partials felt good on that. Oh, I think one more and then I'll fly. Okay. Dude, I don't know what it is, but the mind muscle connection today for chest, it's just a 10 out of 10. I feel every fiber contracting. I want to take my shirt off so bad, but I already pushed the limits with what's typical in a P fit. So uh, my breasts feel like they need a double D breast or whatever. Fucking, I feel like I'm fucking got a double D banger right now. That's all I'm saying. But let's go hard here. Oh my god, that feels so fucking good. All right, chest feels unbelievable. I'm gonna start with tries. I'm gonna do heavy single arm push downs. Okay, LOQ's ass, but I forgot to start with my right arm because even though my right try is bigger, it's weaker. All right, full stack, easy bar, push downs. Look at that. I need a bra. Double D's. Want that Trend Twin kind of chest, you know? You can dream, bud. Oh. All right, let's blast some Edge theme song, whatever the song is actually called, Metallingus or whatever. And I might do 3 or 4 sets here and then just do one more movement. I think it's Skull Crushers because they only got weights up to 60. And I mean, sometimes I have a free weight 20 or free weight easy curl bar and I put 35s on each side. So that's way more than 60 pounds. But I don't mind doing 60, especially if I do movements before. So, but this feels really good. So let's just go hard. Enough yap. Okay. All right. Changing plans. It's getting busy, which is fine, but everything's taken. And I would just do an overhead, like Skull Crusher on this cable, but this fucking thing's in the way. When you pull on it, this actually moves. So, just gonna do some, 2 or 3 sets of light squeezing rope. Well, almost half the stack, 40 pounds out of 75. So, and it's one of those wide stacks, so it's a bit heavier than that. Actually, I would say, but maybe not. I don't know. Feels pretty heavy, but you know, really squeezing on these. So, let's go hard. Get some skillet going. A little bit of everything today. Okay. Triceps are being difficult today. I felt like ass. Something a little different. Strict curls, back up against the wall. 60-pound easy bar. Let's see how this goes. Okay. All right. I think dumbbells will feel better. Oh fuck. All right, I'm gonna stop these a little sooner and then do some hammer curls. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's scary at the end there at the bottom. Never go too heavy on these. 35s is definitely controllable, but pretty heavy. Okay. Holy shit. Dude, I got more from just bringing it harder. Holy fuck. Whew. To the other side too. Fuck. Holy shit.